Hey, hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. How y'all doing today? Hey, Grandma Lynn. Who is that? No, hey, Jensen. How are you doing? How your day going? The day is Wellness Wednesday. I brewed me a little tea. How your day going? Got me a little tea going on right here. Today is Wellness Wednesday. Are you enjoying this nice weather? I don't know how it's the weather in your area. Are you enjoying the nice weather? It's been pretty springy today. Been like a little spring day today. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Georgia Girl. And today is Wellness Wednesday. March is Autoimmune Awareness Month. And today I just want to share about what is an autoimmune disease. A lot of people don't know what that is. I try to share information for educational purposes only. My channel is not here to diagnose or suggest someone about anything that I talk about. Just think of it as commentary, just educational moments when I do share this, because it concerns some of the things that I deal with. Hey, pre-retirement, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Do y'all know what a autoimmune disease is? That's what we're going to talk about today, and I'll be sharing information about it all month, because over here I share about different awareness of the month. And I wear purple because I do have an autoimmune disorder. I deal with IBS, I deal with joint pain, and it's chronic. And I like to try to keep myself educated, and I try to use my platform as a way where I can talk about it and share information for educational purposes only. My channel is not to diagnose anyone with an autoimmune disease. Anytime you have any symptoms or anything going on, make sure you consult your physician. How's your day going, pre-retirement? You've been over there cooking up some, ain't you, girl? Are you enjoying this weather? Are y'all enjoying this beautiful spring weather? I was watching the news a while ago. It seemed like it's going to be around for a little bit. Seemed like the spring weather going to be around. This is the first week of what? March? First week of March, really? Well, March came in on Sunday, right? So, but I don't think the cold is gone yet. I don't think the cold weather is gone yet. Like the old people used to say, we got to get that Easter snap. You know what that Easter snap is, right? That means that it's probably going to be some more cold days. Probably going to be some more cold days. But I'm going to get into my commentary in a minute. I just want to tell everyone thank you for coming in. If you're watching in the bushes, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Over here, I try to be positive. I try not to, it's all about encouragement over here with me, lifting myself along with others and keeping myself motivated. So I just try to share some things that is going on in the world today, when it comes down to our health, because I'm always focusing on mine. As you see, I've been doing my little cardios. I'm a little sore, but I think I'm getting used to them now. It's just like it's coming natural for me now. But I still try to use my platform in every way possible to spread the words about speak to everyone, and I'm going to get into today's commentary, and it's about what is an autoimmune disease. So I'm going to give everybody some flowers, because I believe in giving people their flowers So I have my stickers. So I believe in giving, whether you're a member or not. I still want to. I want you to know that I appreciate your support. If you come over here and watch me or give me a thumbs up, I appreciate you. Everyone that does support. Hey Frank, how you doing today? Happy Wednesday. This health class Wednesday. It's health class Wednesday. Can I get some apples in the chat? I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher, so could I get some apples? Yesterday I was the preacher, I guess, but nah, I'm just me. I'm just who I am, and I've been, I do a lot during the day, so that's why I come on in the evening time. Because during the day, whether I'm doing something at the doctor or I'm taking my medication, when I take my medicine during the day, I mostly relax, and that's I come on in the afternoon. That gave me a chance to do a lot of things I need to get done. It's good to see you, Frank. We're on day 3 of the boiled egg challenge. Ooh, child. I already have IBS, a gastric problem, right? No eggs does not do justice for me. My kids make sure they be out your system when you come to our house Friday. I said, oh no, they're gonna be out my system that quick. But I enjoy eating the eggs, and we're on day 3. But and then I'm on day 3 of my exercising. That's what I told them. I said, y'all, I've been eating eggs since Monday. They said, ooh, mama. So today we'll be talking about what is a autoimmune disease. That's what I'll be talking about today. This is for educational purposes only. Like I said, I have to put that disclaimer out there. This channel is not to diagnose anyone or suggest anyone does the things I do. Do what you have to do for your mind, body, and soul. But if you find that my commentary be helpful for you, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. But I always consult your doctor about any changes you does when it comes down to your lifestyle. I'm a lifestyle vlogger because I talk about and I share about a lot of different things when it comes down to our mind, body, and soul, whether I'm talking about myself, whether I'm sharing information that I think would be helpful to me and others, from foods to traveling to doing vlogs on self-care and different things like that. But I always try to put a positive twist to everything. I want things to be positive. I want you to come in my chat, be able to come in and listen or comment without having no issues with no one or with me. But that's just how I roll over here. If you got an issue with me, you don't fool with me, don't come in my chat. It's just as simple as that. Keep us strolling. We can solve that. I got eggs. I just eat. You just don't eat boiled eggs. Okay. You just ain't never liked them, or you put your little salt and pepper on them. You ever had an egg salad? Have you ever had an egg salad? Have you ever had an egg salad? Egg salad is good too. It's just like when you make tuna, but you put the mayonnaise and pickles in it. That's fine. Then next week I think that's the last challenge. We do 30-minute live stream. I think we're going to make some more, do some more, but I'm not sure what they're going to be yet. Of course, I got my tea. It helps soothe me. So this is what I'll be sharing about today. I'm sure you done been on my channel before. You done seen me talk about this type of stuff before anyway. So that's what I'm going to get into today. A lot of people don't know what are autoimmune disorders. They don't know what does it mean. They don't know what it is. So that's what my channel is for, to share about what it is, but it's not here to diagnose anyone. I eat tuna, fish. So you don't put eggs in your tuna fish? I got some tuna and I might make me some tomorrow. Yeah, I got me some tuna in there. So getting into my commentary today, an autoimmune disease is a chronic condition where the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own healthy cells, tissues, and organ, causing inflammation and damage. Y'all know I be talking about I'm fighting inflammation, right? These are some of the reasons why I be trying to prevent a lot of food from going to my body, because inflammation can build up in your body, it can get in your organs, it can cause underlying health issues. Um, Inflammation can really do some damages. So there are over 80 to 100 types of exist, such as lupus. I know you probably heard of lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, which can affect specific organs of the entire body. These type of autoimmune diseases, they attack organs in your body. They thought I had lupus, because I be in pain and go through a lot of stuff. But at first, when they test me, my numbers were showing like I had lupus, but they redid it. And so I don't have the lupus, but I do have inflammatory. I have that disease where the arthritis is in my back, and it affects my spine, and it goes down my left hip to my feet. That's why my left side always be bothering me. So I'm just sharing some things about autoimmune disease. So what this is, these type of disease attack your healthy cells and organs. Common signs include chronic fatigue, joint pain, muscle ache, skin problem, fever, and swollen glands. Symptoms often come and go with periods of flare-ups and remission. Some people go through lupus, all this stuff like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. There's no cure for none of this. There's no cure for it. I've known a couple of people to have passed and had lupus. Hey, First Lady. How are you doing? Happy Wellness Wednesday. Exactly. How are you doing today? Are y'all enjoying the sunshine? Wow, I'm loving it, y'all. Y'all know when them winter days, I dread. But days like this, sun shining pretty out there. It ain't too hot, it ain't too cold. It's just feel just right. I'm doing pretty good. Like I was just telling Frank, most of my days, I start out with my exercise or whatever, then I take my medication. I mostly rest during the day. That's why y'all see me coming in like mostly in the evening, because I be in rest most of the day when I'm not at the doctor or doing other things. Oh, it's raining where you at? So y'all have any relatives that have lupus or either rheumatoid arthritis or Crohn's diseases, or like me, I deal with IBS. Anybody in the chat deal with any type of those type of diseases? You enjoying the weather? These are autoimmune diseases. These diseases attack your organs. They attack the cells in your body. I have IBS, and I already told y'all I cramps up, my stomach cramps up. I take medication like when it's a lot of foods. That's why I'm getting back on track now, because a lot of foods do not agree with me. And when you have IBS, it feels like a cramping feeling, like your stomach being knots, right? Feel like your stomach being knots, and it just stay there. It'd be gastrous and everything too, but it'd be painful. So I take medication for the help with my stomach. So that's like an autoimmune disease, because it affects the lining of your stomach. There's some people got lupus. There are people got rheumatoid arthritis. I have inflammatory arthritis, but it's not rheumatoid. I have the kind that affect my spine. Yeah. So there are a lot of people that dealing with diabetes and lupus. Those are chronic autoimmune diseases. And lupus, there's not a cure for it. A lot of these diseases doesn't have a cure. So I'm just reading some of the basic things about. They don't know the exact cause is unknown. I know someone that have rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, yeah. That rheumatoid arthritis, it affect your joints, it affect different parts of your organs of your body. Yeah. So right here, they don't know the exact cause or the exact cause of these autoimmune, diseases. They just know that it's a combination of genetics and environmental triggers such as infections or chemical exposure. These diseases are more common in women. These diseases, like I said, men, y'all go through stuff too, but women, we go through a lot. We get, if you look at the statistics of the blood pressure, maybe men might be a little bit in higher than women, but most of the things, the statistics are blood pressure, heart disease, thyroid cancer, like what I dealt with, thyroid disease, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus. It's some of the leading causes of women. Men do have it, but it's mostly common in women. You see, like I said, our men go through stuff, but women, they go through a whole lot, especially from having babies to dealing with depression after you having kids, that postpartum depression and different things like that. So they said there's generally no cure. So treatment focusing on managing symptoms, reducing inflammation, and suppressing the overactive immune response. That's why y'all see me all the time talking about I'm fighting inflammation, because it will get in your body. It will, and I have inflammation in my joints. And my doctor was saying, keep avoiding foods and keep avoiding things that give you inflammation. So it be challenging, y'all. I won't sit here and tell you nothing different. It's challenging. I'm drinking my tea. Right now, I done practically just changed my whole way of doing things. I don't drink what everybody drink now. I'm drinking tea, either hot tea, inflammatory tea. I got my foods. I have my whole list of stuff what I eat. Everybody have theirs, because I got inflammation. I'm dealing with inflammation. And they don't want it to get in my heart. They don't want it to travel nowhere else because it's already in my joints. So, like I said, I have an autoimmune disease, and it's hard living knowing you cannot really enjoy some of the things that you used to enjoy. But sometimes you have to just let go and say, look, this is what I got to do. So my platform is here to keep me encouraged and keep myself educated on some of the things that going on out in the world today. And, I try to bring it in a way where people can understand it, but you could also do your own research, but always consult your doctor on anything or any changes when it comes down to your body, okay? So this is just awareness. When I bring awareness, I'm bringing things for educational purposes. That's right. Okay. Rheumatoid arthritis affects the joints. Lupus can affect the skin, kidney, heart, and lungs. Type 1 diabetes attack the pancreas. Multiple sclerosis, MS, damage the nerve cells. Hashimoto's attack the thyroid gland. See, I take thyroid replacement medicine because they remove my thyroids due to cancer. So that medicine I will be on the rest of my life. And I got my blood work did for that last week. And I was taking food with the medicines, but now I gotta take the medicine on an empty stomach because my levels were going up. My thyroid levels had started going up. So they was thinking about, they thought they were gonna have to increase my medicine, but she told me just take the medicine on an empty stomach. And I think that's part of the reason I be feeling the way I be feeling during the day. Because I start off taking medication without food. Then, as the day passed, I had to take other medicine. I cannot take that with something else because that is a hormonal replacement medicine I take. Because they had took my thyroid gland because they found the tumor on my thyroid. I thank God this year will be 9 years cancer free. I didn't have to go through all the things that they thought I was going to have to go through. And I knew it wasn't nobody but God. But today I want to just share about the autoimmune diseases. But it's a disclaimer. If you suspect an autoimmune condition, it is important to consult a healthcare professional for diagnosis and management. Like I said, if you started to go through any of these symptoms right here, which I'm fixing to go over, if you have any type of these symptoms, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Go see about yourself. If you're dealing with muscle pain, see, I deal with muscle pain all the time because I deal with chronic pain, fatigue, gastrointestinal issues like IBS or Crohn's disease or gastritis, anything like that concerning your gut. Sometimes when you go through a stomach ache, sometimes you might be an ache something that might make your stomach hurt, but when it get to the point where it have you cramping, and you could probably, we was brought up taking Pepto-Bismol. I think everybody know what Pepto-Bismol is, right? I think my mom used to buy Pepto-Bismol so much in our house. We drank so much of it. And once I got older, I didn't even want to take no Pepto-Bismol. How many of y'all know what Pepto-Bismol is? A lot of people take that for stomach. A lot of people take magnesium. A lot of people take different other types of supplements for stomach cramping and stuff. I have to take medication because I have the IBS and I cramps. It's just like when I cramp up, the women in the chat probably can know what I'm saying. The cramping feel kind of like a menstrual cramp. And sometimes it go away, but sometimes you have to get medication for it. You have to go to a gastroenterologist for that. But swelling of the glands, fever, joint problems, skin condition. See, some of this stuff I already go through it. I already go through joint problems. My gland had swollen and it had turned to a tumor. This dealing with your thyroids. That's when they seen the tumor on my thyroid and they saw cancer in it. So they went on and removed it because they didn't want it to spread to the other side. So they ended up getting my whole thyroid. So I take replacement medicine. That little pill just like part of my lifeline. I have to take it every day for the rest of my life. That's what they told me. And I have told y'all, if I go days without taking my medicine, I get drowsy. It's just like I just don't have no energy. My mom gave it to us when we were having, I know Pepto-Bismol is known in the household, but when it get to the point where your stomach just cramp, it either be something you didn't ate or is it you just got a condition concerning your stomach. And it's best if Pepto-Bismol don't help you, or milk of magnesia, or it's some more things that they give you for your stomach. If a lot of those home remedies don't help your stomach, if it's something just constantly just don't go away, you probably have to go to the doctor. Hey y'all, how you doing, First Lady? So you enjoying that sunshine? Look, we better enjoy it while we can, girl. So right here is just showing like what can the autoimmune diseases affect? Where can the autoimmune disease affect you? Your joints, your muscles, your skin, your blood vessels, your digestive system, your thyroid gland. That's what that last one is. And it affect your stomach. Sometimes we just like, we try to deal with stuff with like do the home remedies. Some of the home remedies still do work. Okay. Some of the home remedies do work, but then there's some things that you have to go to the doctor for. Especially if you start seeing blood in your stool. This is a wellness channel, so y'all might, y'all know I talk about a little everything over here. Sometimes if you see blood in your stool or you have some type of bacteria infection, you feel like you're having some type of discharge or something just out of the ordinary, if you know your body, I'm just being honest. If you know your body, you know when your body is going through something. Hey, Louis, how you doing? This Wednesday. This is health class day. Now, this is Wellness Wednesday. I'm just sharing about the autoimmune disease. March is autoimmune disease. And I was asking a question, do anybody in the chat know anybody with lupus? Anybody that deal with rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome, dealing with things like their thyroids? You doing great? That's good. That's good. How's your weather, Louis? Like I said, it's been pretty nice here these last couple of days for the first week of March. And I was just sharing some information and things about autoimmune, what it is, and how it affect your joints and how it affect your body and stuff like that. If you got diabetes, you probably would know how diabetes affect people, how lupus affect others. See, I deal with the joint problems and the stomach issues. That's part of that's part of the stuff that I go through. I have inflammation. That's why y'all hear me say all the time that I have to eat things that don't give me inflammation, because inflammation can travel to your heart. It can travel to different parts of your body, and it can form an immune disorder. Thank you. Cause YouTube be tripping. They be tripping. Yes, it has been warm. It's been warm. But that's why I say, if you're going through any of these things, don't hesitate to do not hesitate to consult your doctor. Because I can remember when they thought I had Crohn's disease. Like I said, I deal with pain. I deal with pain a lot from my stomach, my arms, all part. I have pain in different parts of my body. And when I first started having stomach pain, they thought it was Crohn's disease. How many of y'all know what Crohn's disease is? That is a autoimmune disease. That is it's painful, but it bother it be in your colons, and it be in your stomach. It has something to do with your digestion system. And they had me on some shots at one time. I was saying, like I said, I'd have been through some stuff. But I thank God that I'm still standing. I have my days, but I'm still here. And that's why, I try to focus on more about my health, because when you've been and went through a lot, and you have been through a lot, and you don't want to go back. You want to keep moving forward. So I just read to y'all what was a autoimmune disease is a chronic condition where the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own healthy cell. And see, that's what an autoimmune disease does. It attacks your healthy cells. Like when you have diabetes and lupus and y'all know when you go through those type of things, you be tired. You have a lot of fatigue, and you be real tired going through some of these things. So let me see. I thank God that I don't have diabetes. I was borderline at one time, but a lot of times when my doctor tell me, "Hey, Miss Key, how you doing?" A lot of times if the doctor said, "Well, your blood level is low," or he might say, "Your level, you are 1 point from being a diabetic," or something in that order. When the doctor come to you and tell you about stuff like that, and tell you, like when he told me about my heart, he told me don't panic, but he want me to work on doing things for I won't have heart failure on down the line. So that's why you see me doing stuff the way I'm doing, because I don't want to end up with heart failure. That's why I'm doing the exercise. That's why I'm focusing more on what I need to eat and what I don't need to eat. But sometimes a lot of people just ignore these doctors. A lot of people ignore the doctors. They be like, okay, they don't take it serious. You got to take your health serious. You got to. Because if the doctor said, look, you need to tighten up on this or cut back on that, or, it's still up to you whether you want to do it. But me, I choose to do what's best because I want to feel better. I want to do what I got to do to make sure I live as long as I can. And shout out to Miss Key and who else? Miss Key, myself, and Parika. I gotta check and see if Mona doing the eggs. Is Mona doing the eggs, Miss Key? I know it's me, you, and Parika. Shout out to everybody who's doing the eggs. Honey, they've been working. I'm trying, Miss Key. I'm trying. Them eggs been working, honey. No kid told me, Grandma, make sure them eggs be out your system before you come up here on Friday. I said, what? I said, y'all know I have gastritis. I have gastritis. I have a autoimmune system. My immune system, that's why y'all see me going to get myself vitamins and different things, because my immune system is very weak. And so in order for me to keep my immune system strong, I have to take certain vitamins and different things. But them eggs sure been paying off, Big Key. Woo-woo. And my husband had bought me some fresh farm eggs. I had ate some of them today. You could tell the difference between the farm eggs and the regular eggs out the stuff. What? Oh, you said I should wait to buy Hey, they already know because I have an issue with my stomach anyway. And they know what I be going through. And they be like, oh, Lord, here go mama. I'm hate to say it, y'all. They told me I have gastritis. I deal with that. I deal with that anyway. Woo. My little granddaughter said, oh my God, Grandma, do you just poop? No, do what they say. Do you just fart it? I said, don't y'all do it too? But not like you, Grandma. You be doing it all the time because I got gastritis. It could be, it don't even have to be food I be eating. It just can be something that I didn't put in my body. Maybe it'll be something I shouldn't eat. When I eat something I shouldn't, believe me, it let me know. You hear me? It let me know. I hope not, Frank. See, I eat my eggs in the morning time, right? I'm gonna see them Friday evening, and then my granddaughter got a game, a soccer game Saturday. I should be straight. I should be straight, but honey, them eggs, they been working that week. They been working, you hear me? They been working. But right here, I'm just talking about what is autoimmune disease and how to affect different parts of your body. And they're saying it's about at least 80 types of autoimmune diseases. They can affect almost any part of your body. For example, alopecia is an autoimmune disease of the skin that causes hair loss. Autoimmune disease, hepatitis affect the liver, and type 1 diabetes. The immune system attack the pancreas, and rheumatoid arthritis. The immune system can attack many parts of the body, including the joints, lungs, and eyes. It's time for me to get an eye checkup too. What causes autoimmune diseases? They still don't know what caused these diseases. But they say you can catch them from other people. Wow. No one is sure why autoimmune diseases happen, but you can catch them from other people. In other words, they say autoimmune diseases do tend to run in families. Like sometimes if your aunt have lupus, sometimes if your aunt have lupus or diabetes or rheumatoid or something like that, somebody in that family gonna end up having it too. Because one of my cousins had thyroid problem and thyroid cancer. That was my mama's niece. And so I end up getting it. I eat pork bean. That make me, for real. Ooh. So a lot of these diseases are hereditary. Autoimmune diseases do tend to run in families, which mean that certain genes make some people more likely to develop a problem. Viruses, certain chemicals, and other things in the environment may trigger an autoimmune disease if you already have the genes for it. Who is at risk for autoimmune diseases? I'm gonna get on camera. I can read that. But yeah, if you got an aunt or relative that dealing with hey y'all, if you got an aunt or relative that dealing with or someone dealing with an autoimmune disease like diabetes is most common to run in families. That's most common. And lupus, if somebody got lupus in your family, you might end up with it. They said in running families. Who at risk for autoimmune diseases? Millions of Americans of all ages have autoimmune diseases. Women develop many types of autoimmune diseases such more often than men. That's what I was saying. Women are mostly common to catch these type of autoimmune diseases. The men, but men do deal. There are some men deal with lupus. There are some men deal with rheumatoid arthritis. Some men deal with stomach issues and thyroid issues. So it's not like they don't deal with it, but it's just more common in women. And if you have one autoimmune disease, you are more likely to get another one. Yeah, see, I got by a couple. I deal with my stomach, I deal with my joints, you know, and then I'm taking thyroid replacement medicine. Even though I don't have the gland, but that hormone medicine supposed to help. It's supposed to replace that gland. And if I don't take that medicine, it'll do something to me. It'll do something to other parts of my organs. So that's why she was telling me, you got to start taking that medicine on an empty stomach. Because I wasn't taking it on an empty stomach. I was taking it with food. Because when I take it, I be feeling a certain way, but she's the only way it's gonna help me. My stomach have to be empty. And I can't take it with anything else. Because after I did my blood work the other week, it showed my thyroid level had been spiked up. And she said, you must not be taking that medicine right. And I'm like, well, I'm being honest. I was taking it with something to eat. And, you know, I knew when I first started taking the medicine because I've been on that medicine by almost 9 years. You know, sometimes I would take it with food and sometimes I would take it without food. But they said it's best not to take it with food. So, what are the symptoms of autoimmune diseases? The symptoms of autoimmune diseases depend on the part of your body that affected. Many types of autoimmune diseases cause redness, swelling, heat, and pain, which are signs of symptoms of inflammation, but other illnesses can cause the same symptoms. Okay. The symptoms of the autoimmune diseases can come and go. During a flare-up, your symptoms may get severe for a while. Later on, you may have remission, which means that your symptoms can get better or disappear for a period of time. You know, y'all know I had been changing up stuff. My doctor said I'm still dealing with inflammation. So this is just part of my lifestyle. I just got to I had to let go of a lot of stuff. It been killing me out. But I got to do what's best for me. Okay, which that would mean symptoms to get better or disappear for a period of time. How an autoimmune disease diagnosed? This is how they diagnose an autoimmune disease. Doctors often have a hard time diagnosing autoimmune diseases. There's usually not a specific test to show whether you have a certain autoimmune disease, and the symptoms can be confusing. That's because many autoimmune diseases have similar symptoms, and some symptoms such as muscle aches are common in many other illnesses. So it can take a long time and some visit to different types of doctors to get a diagnosis. So since autoimmune disease is a disease where you just can't pinpoint the cause, you can't pinpoint just that diagnosis, because everything it's connected to so much. You know, like some of the things that I deal with, all of it have to do something with your immune system. That's why I'm supposed to go next week. I'm going to go on every 2 weeks to get my IV treatment because it helps boost up my immune system. It helped me make sure that everything is going good in my body. You know, I get my vitamins. I take my vitamins. I'm taking 3 and 4 vitamins a day now. And then I get the injection. I'm getting a lot of nutrients and vitamins going in my body. So that's to help me to make sure I don't be dehydrated, help protect me from getting viruses and things like that. So yeah, and I'm feeling pretty good. I've been having a lot of energy lately. It helps me sleep. It does a lot for me. It helps with my mood, my anxiety level. It has gotten back kind of like it was a little bit, but I still have my moments when I think about my mom. I get sad, but you know, I'm getting there. Like today, I was folding up clothes, and I ended up finding one of my mom little pouches. It's just oh my God. I ended up finding one of her little pouches that she had was toting in her pocketbook. Oh, it just brought some tears to my eyes. And I said, oh, that's what that ID, because she had a little black thing. It was like a little change purse like thing. And she had all her insurance card. I found old insurance card with she should have been thrown away, but she still had them, right? Stuff from 2018 and 2007. I mean, I found a whole lot of stuff. I'm like, she was still holding on to this stuff. And that's how older people are, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember when your grandmas, they never like to throw away nothing. They always used to hold on to stuff. If you could, because I know my grandma and my mom was the same way. They, especially if it was something they liked, they would have stuff and they would put that stuff up and use it again the next year. That's why a lot of stuff that our parents and grandparents had, that's why everything was in good shape, because they took care of their stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could find, like my grandma used to knit, used to do the quilts. My mama used to do quilts. I used to be like, Mama, you could sew real good. And I was telling her that we ought to get her a sewing machine at one time. I mean, she used to take like old cloth and make, I don't want to get emotional. She used to take old cloth and make like look quilts and blankets and stuff like that. But she used to do it just with a needle and thread. She's like, "Girl, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to get me no sewing machine," because she was used to using that needle and thread. Out yet. And I was like, I was wondering what she had in that little pouch. And so I looked at it today, and it had stuff in there, old insurance cards and appointment cards when she was going to the doctor. It got to me a little bit today, but I'm like, I thought I got to show my brother them. Then I said, Lord, Mama was keeping up with all that stuff. She still had that stuff in her little bag. Back then, they didn't believe in throwing away nothing. They did not believe in throwing away nothing. They always kept stuff, because you never know. And that's true. They used to keep stuff, because you never know when you may have to use those things again. So yeah, I'm getting stronger, but I still get a little sentimental when it comes out of my mom. But yeah, I said, wow, I found some of her old cards and stuff. So right here, they saying, how do they diagnose a autoimmune disease? Like I said, they say it's no particular test. They know, like most of the time when you go to the doctors, like if you got like me, when I deal with joint issues and back issues, they're gonna give you certain type of tests to, they'll tell you like me, when I was going to my was when I went to the back doctor for the first time, they be want to know what kind of range of motion you have. They want to see if you lift your leg, and they have all different kind of tests you have to go through in order for them to determine and diagnose what you're dealing with. So they take you through a series of physical tests, and then they can do some x-rays and stuff like that. So right here they said, to help your doctor find out if an immune disease is causing your symptoms, learn about the health conditions in your family history. And that y'all notice every time when you go to the doctor, they're going to ask you your family history. For instance, if you're dealing with blood pressure, they're going to want to know, is anybody in your family? Now, you fill those papers out before the doctor even see you, right? It'll ask you what kind of problem you have. If you having blood pressure, if you having any type of vision problem, they ask all those questions because they want to be able to find out what's going on with you. So they have to know your family history. So they said, learn about the health conditions in your family and what the health problem that your grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins have. Write down what you learn and share it with your doctor. I know my family, cancer running my family, blood pressure, chronic pain, arthritis, all that stuff running my family. I had an aunt that died from pancreas. I think my grandma died from breast cancer. So it's a lot of stuff you need to be knowing about your family history. I call it called Harding disorder in seniors and some grown adults. Okay. But Frank, do you like when you go to the doctor to give you your colonoscopy, don't they be asking you about your family history? Like, or they'll ask you what type of problem you going through? Do you have blood pressure? You don't have no kind of health issues, do you? You know, they gonna ask you about what kind of issues you having. You know, you always fill that out before the doctor see you because they want to know just for in case you if you having issues, because a lot of that stuff do be hereditary. A lot of it be hereditary. Because like I said, I know blood pressure running my family. Hey, Miss Lady T, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you been doing? I was just over here just talking about autoimmune diseases and about like when you go to the doctor always asks you your family history. So what are some of the things that run in y'all family? Do some of y'all family members have blood pressure problems? Do breast cancer run in your family? Do heart attacks? Do you know? Because they be want to know all those questions about what going on with your family. Then that can help diagnose your problem. Because I know my mom dealt with blood pressure. My mom dealt with arthritis, that bad arthritis real bad. And I said, I think I got joint issues from her. And she had dementia. And she was taking, I think my mom was on at least two blood pressure medicine. Yes, my family never tell me what they're going through. I only know that my mother had cancer. Oh, your mother had cancer? You don't know what kind? Because when like I said, I don't know if you do that at your doctor, but like if you're going to a doctor for the first time, they're going to want to know your history. They're going to want to know what you're dealing with. Was in a family, like my brothers, like I got people in my family deal with seizures. So you have to put all that stuff down so they can know your history. Because if you're going through something like that, like seizures and types of cancer. Like my dad is in remission from prostate, right? My dad is, he's still dealing with it, but he's doing great. So my brothers had to get checked for prostate because my dad got prostate cancer. Anytime that if it's something, some type of diseases or illness that your family member are dealing with, they suggest that you get tested. Like if you got someone in your family that died from breast cancer, that's what the lady was asking me the other day when I went and got my she died from breast cancer. When I went and got my exam the other day, she was asking, have anybody in my family had breast cancer or anybody in my family died from breast cancer? Because they need to know the history about, because those kind of things are genetic. It can pass on to another relative. So my mom had breast cancer. And I think my aunt. So I had my test done the other day, praying that it come out pretty good. So I had a breast cancer test done, was it Thursday? Last week, Thursday? Yeah. And she said I found out so within 5 days. So right here is just saying it's good to know your history about, your family history about what they're dealing with, but you could be able to share those things with your doctor. And they say right here, keep track of your symptoms, including how long they last and what make them better or worse. Share your notes with your doctor. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's something that's going on with you, you know, like me or anybody in the chat, sometimes you try to work on trying to see about yourself at home, trying to see what can you do, because we know healthcare is so high now and everything is high. Going to the doctor, you know, some doctors work with you and some don't. And sometimes we try to you know, tend to work on trying to see about ourselves and do home remedies and try to see what we can do to keep from getting a bill. But sometimes you have to end up going to the doctor anyway. And it's good to, because the first thing they're going to probably ask you, if you having blood pressure problem, how long you think you've been feeling like this? Because my blood pressure was up one day last week. It was up a little bit Monday. But when I went back to the doctor Wednesday, it had to went down. But they told me it was okay as long as I keep it, you know, within. And I knew that my blood pressure had maybe spiked a little because I went to see my mom. I went to see my mom grave, and I got a little emotional when I took flowers out there. And that's why I had to try to continue to stay calm and do what I need to do. But, you know, it happens like that. So right here, they just talking about keep track of your symptoms, including how long they last and what make them better or worse. Share your notes with your doctor. See a specialist who deal with symptoms that bother you the most. For example, if you have a rash, you see a dermatologist for skin. Okay. What are the treatments for an autoimmune diseases? The treatment depends on disease. In most cases, the goal of the treatment is to suppress, slow down your immune system and ease swelling, redness, pain from inflammation. Your doctor may give you corticosteroids or other medications to help you feel better. For some disease, you may need treatment for the rest of your life. That's true. Like I said, it's a medication, not that medication for my thyroids. I got to take it the rest of my life. The rest of my life. And before all of that, I wasn't on no kind of medicine. Before they found that tumor on my neck, I wasn't on nothing but birth control at one time. And I had been stopped taking them when I got in my 40s. So I wasn't on no blood pressure. I wasn't on none of that stuff. But now, I got a whole basket of medicine. Me and my friend were talking about that today. Ooh, Jesus. I somehow had to get me those little thing I could put up, you know, to outline my pills every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because I got just that many pills to take, at least 6 or 7 pills. And I used to be on no medication. That's why I said the older we get, our body do go through changes. We have health issues and things like that. But it's good to work with the doctors and let them know what's going on with you. And it's good to ask questions. Ask questions about what's going on. I ask all kind of questions. It's good to keep yourself educated on some of these things. Then if you feel like the doctor is not doing, if that doctor is not doing what they're supposed to do, that's where you get second opinions. So if you're coming in, if you're watching from the bushes, I was just talking about what is autoimmune disease, and it's something that it's a condition that could attack your healthy cells. It attack organs in different parts of your body. There's no common cause for it, but whatever autoimmune disease that you have, there's no cure for some of them. You know, they try to give you a plan or try to work out something for you. Because like I said, when I had my ultrasound done on my heart, I wouldn't expect for him to say on your left side, you have a little enlargement. And he was saying I had some fluid on my neck, you know, and different things. They was trying to make sure I didn't have no blocked arteries in my legs, because they gave me tests on everything. And he was just saying, let's start working on trying to make sure you stay healthy because they don't want me to end up with heart failure. And that's all they had to tell me. Some of the things I had to change. And I've been trying. It's been hard, but I've been trying. So I do have an autoimmune disease, and I've been living with IBS and taking thyroid replacement medicine and dealing with fibromyalgia, that chronic pain and stuff like that, with your joints. So I've been dealing with a lot, but I thank God I'm still here. I'm still standing with the aches and pain and all. So right here. So those are just some of the things I was talking about. You know, there are tests they can give you, like blood. They can check your blood. Because I remember when they used to be checking my blood, they would always say my C-reactive protein numbers were high. They was letting them know I had inflammation in my body. I mean, they have ways of knowing if you got something going on, either through your blood or you can they'll give you like it's certain tests they can give you to determine what's in your blood and what's coming in your bloodline. Yeah. So they mostly can find out things through your blood when it comes down to these autoimmune diseases. So they're saying genetics play a big part of these diseases. Like I said, it can be passed from generation. You can be someone in your family that dealing with lupus or with an autoimmune disease, and it'll pass down to you. Like I said, I had a cousin who had thyroid issues, my mom's niece, and I ended up having thyroid issues. You know, it skipped my mom and it came to me. But she ended up dying from pancreas cancer. So I had a couple of aunts and cousins too, because cancer does run in my family. A lot of them some of them have died from pancreas cancer. They said pancreas cancer is one of the fast growing cancer out there. You know, it's just like once they tell you you got it, if you don't be already caught it in time, it spread real quickly. So that's why they always say, get those early detections, go get those exams, and things like that, because early detections does save lives. I was just drinking some tea from my tea of the month. I finished that pouch. I'm gonna open that other pouch. Looks good. I had added some honey in it. That helped bring that flavor out, because what I was drinking was a dragon fruit ginger. What flavor tea are you drinking? The tea I'm drinking now is ginger, dragon fruit ginger. Oh, you probably was on your birthday when I did that thing. That was this is second month. It was the second box. It's called Dragon. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna do a giveaway of this tea when I open my third box. So this is my second box. It was called. Girl, I didn't tell that. Now that tea, that was real good. It had dragon fruit and ginger. That's what it was. And it came from Nepal. And this was part of the country. It's part of the Himalayan mountain. You know, I think Frank knows in that day. I think you was out for your birthday. I think you was that was your birthday when I did it. Yeah. So I have two. I have unboxed two so far. One of them came from Morocco. The first box came from Morocco. It was some mint flavor. And this came from Nepal. This part of the Himalayan mountains. And that tea was it's pretty good. It was like a purple looking color. And I drank the last of it. That's my go-to, Miss King. Look, Mr. Ernie made sure he got him something to drink today. He wanted to call and say, ain't nothing to drink at home. I be saying, try my tea. So doing my first bag, I got a little bit in here. This was called Nana Mint. So that's why I was saying when I do the giveaway, I'm going to be asking some questions about what the name of the tea. Did y'all remember the name of the tea? So this is my second bag of this month. I just hadn't opened it. It's called Nupple Ginger. It's a herbal tea with caffeine free. I probably open it probably about the weekend. Right, he got something to drink it up. I be saying it's some lemon water now. He be like, he don't want that. I said, I got some tea in now. He drank what he drank. And I said, they drank what they drank. I drank what I drank. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving away some tea probably when I do my third box. And I'll be giving away a pouch like this. A pouch like this. And you can, I got one of these little tea thing right here. This one, the teacups where you can pour it in there and it'll drain, or you can put them in some bags. Whoever wins, I'm going to send them some bags. And I'm going to send them this right here. And it's natural. You can sweeten it now if you want to. I just choose not to unless I'm doing honey. I put honey in mine. Be good. And they have good health benefits. I drink water too, but I need juice. Oh, that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. These teas, you know, they're herbal and they good for inflammation. That's why I get it. But yeah, that's what I was talking about today, y'all. I'm gonna be sharing some information all week, all month about autoimmune disease. And March is also Women's History Month. So I'll probably share some things like that by Friday or something. Y'all know I'm always sharing stuff what's going on throughout the month and things like that. What y'all think about this war? What y'all think about this war going on? Lord Jesus, prayers for the people that's going through it. But they said we're going to catch it. They said them gas prices are going to be going up and everything. Lord, what is it going to come down to, Jesus? You know, I fear for children and people that go to the army because I know that's part of their job to go to war. I know what war. Well, the stuff by Iran, ain't they doing some type of war thing going on? Whatever that is Trump got going on. Let me see. Whatever Trump got going on. I just saw the news. They've been talking about the stuff going on with Iran. Let me see, sir. What's going on in Iran? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you don't know? You know, you see it on the news. They're talking about, you know, they about the hold on. There's a war going on in Iran, and he know about it. He approve of it or whatever. I remember my cousin got ready to go to was it Saudi Arabia? Yeah. She was crying. I remember we was working and she came to the job and told everybody she was finna get ready to go. And that part of being in the army, you don't never know when you might have to go to war. She came back and told us she was gone. She hugged us. And like I said, I tried to get in the army, but I don't think it was for me. It ain't for everybody, but that don't mean everybody gonna be in war or everybody gonna be in combat. But that's part of what you sign up for. It's part of what you sign up for. Yeah, they got a war going on. They're doing missiles and all kind of stuff. But I just happened to hear it on the news a while ago. Well, they've been talking about it for the last few days. When they start talking about Trump, I fall back and watch something else. I know. But I be trying to watch the news, Frank, try to see what's going on. Try to make sure they ain't trying to hit the United States. We living in the United States. Trying to make sure ain't nothing going on here. So, but other than that, that's what I want to share with y'all. Like I said, the autoimmune disease is something. It's not a cure for some of the things that if you have those type of diseases. That's not a cure for lupus. Because I remember when they told me they thought I had it. I remember when they told my daughter, because my daughter deal with some inflammation too. Sometimes her ankles and stuff swell because she a nurse and she be on the go a lot. And at one particular time, she was swelling up real bad. And so they thought she had lupus too, but she didn't have it. And she'd be like, Mama, you passing all this stuff on to me. My children kill me. When they be going through stuff, we got that stuff from you, Mama. We got that stuff, our stomach, having stomach issues, having swelling, to my everything passing on from me to them. Cause my husband, he got blood pressure and stuff like that, but he don't deal with joint issues and swelling and stuff. I deal with all that. And my kids, they be experiencing. Yeah, they blame me for what they go through. I said, Lord, y'all don't blame me. But like I said, all this stuff is genetic. It's genetic. All this stuff is genetic. So a lot of this stuff do be passed on from family. Yep. But I just want to share that with y'all, and I'm gonna get off of here. I said I wasn't gonna be on long because I've been doing all the cardios. I mean, all this, it didn't loosen up a little bit. I'm not as sore as I was when I first started, but yeah, I can still feel those muscles. Those muscles are working. So they say it's 80 to 100 types of autoimmune diseases. I'm trying to see, can I call out some rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Let's see what else. They say it's about 80 to 100. And IBS, of course, Crohn's disease. It's different types, but it always affects your joints, your muscle, your skin, your blood vessels, your digestive system, your nervous system. Yeah. It'll affect different parts of your body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he already got him something to drink today. I forgot I was on live. You'd be calling me. I be forget. I just be talking. So these are some of the things that when you get treated for autoimmune diseases, treatment focus on managing symptoms, reducing inflammation, and suppressing the immune system to prevent further damage, as there are no cures. I just said it ain't no cure for some of these things. And when they told me I had inflammation all over me, especially in my joints, I knew I had to be working on trying to make sure it don't get to my heart, my brain, because inflammation will travel. It will travel. Common treatments include NSAIDs, cortisone shots, prednisone. I know about all that because I done had all that stuff. I done took those prednisone. I done took some cortisone shots, all that stuff. Immunosuppressants. But they got new research. They be researching on stuff every day, and they be saying that'll occur for some of these things, but we don't know how things gonna be in the future. But if you're going through some of these things, just try to do what you can to make sure you take care of yourself. That's just it. And that's what I do. I just take one day at a time, live for the moment, because tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Tomorrow's not promised to nobody. So because I was feeling, and that's true about medication. You can have side effects from medication. I started some new medication the other day, and Thursday. That's why y'all didn't see me come live Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I was feeling so sick. I was feeling sick. I told my children, I said, I ain't get like that till I started taking that medicine. And I'm like, ooh, like I just couldn't get right. I went out there and saw my mama grave and stuff. And I was telling my brother, I said, ooh, I'm just ain't feeling good. Friday, I rest good. Friday, I rest good. Saturday, I was and my doctor said I gotta let that medicine get in my system good. But some medicine you do have side effects from. You really do. So anyway, you guys, I want to thank everybody coming in. We're gonna continue to do we got 2 more days on the 2 more days on the egg challenge. And it could be the way you want to cook it. You can like boil egg. You can have it with your breakfast. I've been just adding in with my breakfast. I have a little something to go with the egg. But I just been having like I don't want that to play in my get that out of there. But and Sassy also doing her chicken and fish challenge. That basically all I eat anyway. But yeah, tomorrow Thursday I probably do my little cardio live tomorrow. That's about it. And let me see. Eat them eggs again. Yep. I don't know if y'all still in the chat. What y'all been doing today? Ooh, boy. I'm yawning. Oh, excuse me. I was just looking at Sassy. Ooh, that food looks so good. I was checking out her meal she had. I had some left over from yesterday. I'm gonna eat the rest of that fajita. I had cooked some brown rice with it. It was so good. I'm gonna eat the rest of that, and that gonna be my dinner. But other than that, guys, I'm hanging in there. By the grace of God, I am hanging in there. Just gonna continue to keep going and doing what I need to do. And like I said, my channel, I enjoy working on it. I like bringing and sharing things that I think would be helpful to me and to others. But like I put it in my disclaimer, anytime that you feel a certain way and feel like something is not right, on the day of her birthday, wow. When you feel like something is not right, make sure you consult your doctor and let them know what's going on with you. And try to, go to your appointments when you can. Call early detections does say like, oh, I think I did see that somewhere. Did they say how old she would have been, Frank? That was just too sad. And shout out to my members. What you did today, Frank? You been working on your channel today? Probably my stomach growling. Cause I ain't really ate that but some eggs today for real. I'm finna go eat my leftover fajita rice. Yep, that's basically what I did because I was doing resting and then I started, in other words, I started trying to go through some clothes and spring clean and folded up clothes today. I've been doing a lot of stuff like that today. Yeah, she died in 2015, but I wonder how old she would have been though, because she was young when she died, I know. But I do appreciate what you did today, Frank. I appreciate everybody for coming over. Like I said, March is autoimmune awareness month, so I'll probably share some more stuff next week. Just get down in the details about some of the diseases and what they are and stuff like that. Like give details on it. Today, I just wanted to bring about what is an autoimmune disease. We know that it's a chronic condition that attack your cells and attack your body, organs, and things like that. It attack healthy cells, whether from lupus, diabetes, arthritis, stomach issues, all of those things. If you don't get them treated, it can get worse and it attack some of the other parts of your body. So next week I probably break down some different things about each one, what it is, what is lupus, and what is different types of disease, what does they mean. So yeah, this is gonna be a long month. We got 31 days this month, y'all. Last month was a short month, so this month in 31 days, kids gonna be getting out for the spring. Before you know it, they'll be out for the summer. Don't the time go by? My husband said the time go by this week. Do the time go by this week? It's thinking like they just changed the time. Y'all don't forget to change your times. I don't know if it's gonna be in y'all area this week. I was bothered when she died after a month. Yeah. And then they died. They left the same way, didn't they? Ooh. And like people said, you could die from a broken heart. People can die from a broken heart. She probably was, her and her mom was close. And never everybody was telling me, take care of yourself now. Take care of yourself. I know me and my mom, yeah. And that's why my doctor was telling me he wanted to check my heart to make sure everything working right now. He said, I know you've been going, I know you got an impact from your mom, but so she won't want you here not taking care of you. You can die from a broken heart. I'm sad, but I know I have to look around and think about my babies and my family, and I know she would want me to take care of myself. I gotta get these nails done. These things that popped off here. Look at the fan. So yeah, it was sad though. It was sad. It was sad. Whitney Houston, you'll never forget about her. You'll never forget about her, that voice. And then it seemed like, the same person. And it seemed like, it don't seem like it been, I gotta go look and see how many years it been. It been a few years now, ain't it? I'm finna go to her, see how long she been gone. But it's sad though. How long? So the day her birthday, or the day was the day she died? Hey, Parika. How are you doing? Good to see you. I gotta go over there and check out your eggs today. You did your egg video. I gotta go over there and check it out. Welcome in, welcome in. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I was just sharing some information about autoimmune diseases. Are you familiar with autoimmune diseases? There are some people have those type of disease. I have an autoimmune disease. I deal with I have stomach issues. I have joint issues, and all that come from having inflammation and where it'll attack my cells and different things like that. You heard of it before? Some people have lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. Those are some of the things, some of the common types of diseases. Lupus, um, rheumatoid arthritis, Posada's arthritis, because that's what they had first diagnosed me with, Posada's arthritis, uh, IBS, Crohn's disease, things like that. I had lupus, yeah. That it's not a cure for those type of diseases. It's not a cure. Only thing we do, because they thought I had lupus, but I didn't have it. After they did my blood work, that's how they determine on some of these illnesses. It go through your blood work. I know you deal with a lot of health issues too, Parika. I have seen some of your posts, and I have seen you speak on, some of the things. I don't know what exactly you go through, but I know you going through you having some health issues going on. Because like I said, I have seen some of the things when you I think I seen it where you was in a hospital. Some things was going on with you, but I pray things are working out good for you. Like I said, we all have our days. We all go through something, and only thing we can do is just continue to take one day at a time. Because I know I've been going through some stuff for years with anxiety and chronic pain, and I was diagnosed with cancer, but this year going to be 9 years, and now they talking about my heart, and I just said, Lord Jesus. But I just got to keep going, y'all. I got to keep going. Got to keep going. Yep. And I was saying a lot of these diseases be hereditary. It passed on from family, from generations. If somebody in your family got lupus, especially if they close relative of yours, sometimes the doctor will ask you, is anybody in your family got lupus? They'll be want to test you because they want you to, sometimes early detections does say like if somebody in your family got breast cancer, like a close relative got breast cancer, they want to know these things. They want to know the history. They want to know because of the genetics. So Frank said today is Bobby Christina's birthday. I was trying to see how long she been. And that was sad about what happened to her and Whitney Houston. So Barbara Christina, she been gone for 10 years. What? It been 10 years? Wow. And she was 22 when she passed. Lord. And then the boyfriend or whoever, did he kill himself or what happened to him? So they say she died from pneumonia. She had stayed in that water, right? Yeah, she had stayed in that water. And, she was in coma for a while. So they said she died from lobar pneumonia. It come from dealing with drugs. Yeah, he killed this there. He went to hell. You know that. But God don't want you to kill yourself. Yeah, so she been gone 10 years. She stayed in hospital for a while. But it's just sad though, y'all. It's sad. But anyway, I was just coming on sharing some wellness about he put her in the water. Oh. Okay. But anyway, I was coming on sharing about autoimmune diseases. And like I said, when I talk about things over here, when it comes down to awareness and wellness, it's for commentary. It's not here to diagnose anyone. It's not here to suggest. Always follow your heart. Always listen to your doctor. Tell somebody what's going on with you. Because, like I said, Google is not the doctor. YouTube is not a doctor. You could find information on some of these websites or channels, but they can't diagnose you. They can't say, well, this is what you got. I know I can't, because I got enough problem of my own. I got enough problem of my own. Okay. I know they say he had something to do with her. What you been doing today, Frank? You put out some video. I don't know if that was yesterday, but I see you was drying some clothes. Yep. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Hope everybody's enjoying that beautiful weather. They say it's gonna be around for a little while. So look, we better enjoy it while we can. You made some. Oh, okay. We better enjoy it while we can, because the way this weather is, we don't know how things gonna be. Yep. Those kids getting out for some spring break. They ready for the beach already. I'm like, woo. Y'all ready to get in that water already? But I'm finna get off here because I'm yawning. Whew, excuse me. Excuse me. But if you found that my content today was helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be bringing more information concerning wellness awareness. What's up, bruh? I just finna get off of here. You ain't try to call me, did you? That's my baby brother. Have you tried to call me? Because I've been on live. I was just finna, at least I ain't heard the phone ring. You doing all right? Just over here just talking about some health and stuff. All right, Parika. You have a good night, okay? I gotta go over there and see your video. What you doing, bro? That's my baby bro right there, y'all. He's in the chat right here. Just over here, just talking about some health and how some people we're talking about autoimmune diseases. Like some people have the diabetes. Sammy, they told you was a diabetic. I think my brother take diabetic medicine. Yeah, I think my brother told me you're a diabetic. You still on that diabetic medicine? When you're going through diabetic, and if you're a diabetic, lupus, any of these autoimmune diseases, you have to take care of yourself. You really do. Got to do what you got to do to feel better, And some of these treatments and some of these diseases can be deadly. They can be deadly because lupus is not a cure for it. Rheumatoid arthritis is not a cure for arthritis at all. And I deal with it in my back. But I'm trying to see if my brother's still in the chat. But I'm about to get off of here. If I can rest my back and rest up, because I've been doing a lot today. Start off doing a little exercises, and it's just like it's a routine for me now. So my body's getting adjusted to it. Then my little bro came in the chat. I guess he just came in because I didn't hear him call. Hey, kids, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Good to see you. You enjoying that sunshine? Y'all got some sunshine yet? Because I know you was talking about y'all was getting like 7 or 8 inches of snow last week. Have y'all got the sunshine yet? And I was just talking about autoimmune system and what diseases and what it is and things like that. And if you go untreated, it can be fatal. If you're not seeing about and getting the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, it can be fatal. There's a yes, severe untreated autoimmune diseases can be fatal. Hey, how you doing, Joshua? Good to see you. There's a yes, severe untreated autoimmune diseases can be fatal, particularly if they cause significant damage to vital organs like the liver, kidneys, lungs, or blood vessels. While many people manage these chronic conditions to live full lives, they are leading cause of death among young and middle-aged women. So if you have an autoimmune disease, if you're not doing what you're doing to take care, it can lead up to something fatal. It can, you can have long-term problems. Joshua, how you been doing? Good to see you. You still be doing your walking and fitness and stuff like that? Kenneth, you enjoying the sunshine? I know you said y'all had got some snow. I guess my baby brother came in and spoke. He probably at work though. The key details on fatality risk, target damage, conditions such as lupus, vascular sclerosis can cause fatal long-term organ damage. Acute risk condition like an autoimmune can lead to death without treatment. In other words, if you got an autoimmune disease and you never go get it treated or see back, it can lead up to big problems. But just always take care of yourself. I know a lot of people with multiple sclerosis. A lot of people does pass with that. And, have issues. And if you don't treat yourself when you got diabetes, it can lead to fatal problems too. So the bottom line is just taking care of ourselves. Probably to let go some things that you probably don't want to let go. And that's what I had to do. I had to let go a lot of stuff. But, I'm human. And sometimes you fall. But that don't mean you have to stay down. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to find your way back. Because I done had setbacks. I done had the setbacks and had to start over. And, yeah, it happens. It really do. It happens. Sometimes you could be doing so good. And then it'll be something that set you back. But most people with an autoimmune disease can live a full and normal life. But some autoimmune diseases can affect your life expectancy without proper treatment and management. So it's important if you're diabetic, do what you got to do. Either they're going to give you, some people take shots, some people take the pill, some people have the little sticker thing on them. We're going to talk probably about that next week, about diabetes next week. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these autoimmune diseases is something that you can treat yourself. You can, because a lot of people, I know I had friends, one of my friends, she used to give her own self shots. And then when it had got so bad, she started having to be on dialysis and stuff. So that's when it started getting real bad for you, when you start having to be on dialysis. Because having diabetes and stuff, it started affecting your organs like your liver, your kidney, and stuff like that. So with more than 100 autoimmune diseases documented, the National Institute of Health reports that approximately 23.5 million Americans live with these conditions. Although it depends on the type of the severity of majority of the autoimmune diseases are not fatal and can be managed with treatment. I think it get fatal when you don't treat it, when you don't take care of yourself. Thank you, Kenneth. How you been doing? You been doing all right? You enjoying that sunshine? It's been pretty these last couple of days. It have been pretty. You know, some of these autoimmune diseases does affect your way of living. You know, like I know it's some things I can't do what I used to do. You know, but this is what I try to say. I can't worry about what I can't do no more. I thank God for what I'm able to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I miss from doing physically. There's some things I can't do like I used to do. I used to dance all the time. Now I can't hardly dance and all that. You know, I move from side to side, but I can't do all that I used to do. Y'all, I used to drop it like a hat years ago. Think I'm doing that? Nope. Knowing I got issues, I ain't finna be on the floor. I ain't finna be on the floor. Now, when I was in my 20s and there it is, when I was out and about, yeah, I used to shake what my mama gave me. But now, honey, I thank God I can shake what I can. I have to shake what I can. Ooh, I want this outside of my body. Ooh, just be this doing what it want to do. It do what it want to do. So I said, Lord Jesus, help me, Jesus. I said, Lord, with the pain and all. But what I'm saying is, though, you know, there's some things that I was like, gosh, I can't even do this. I remember I used to do this. I remember when I was doing, you know, 'cause I always have focus on trying to get my weight down. You know, one particular time I did, so I do good sometimes, and sometimes I just, because it just be up and down. But when I was working, I used to jump rope. I used to do all that stuff. Used to be trying to do some jumping jacks and used to get on the floor and do some sit-ups and stuff. Child, just be trying to do some jump rope and stuff now. Shoot, that rope would be jumping by itself. But when I do my cardios, I act like I'm jumping the rope. I just sit in my chair and do my little thing. It's just like I'm jumping rope. I just do it like I'm jumping rope. But you know, I try not to worry about the things that I can't do. I just focus on what I can do, and I thank God that He give me the strength to be able to do it. You know, that's one thing we cannot worry about tomorrow. We cannot worry about today because tomorrow is not promised. And whatever you're doing for you to make you feel better, salute to you. Because don't nobody know your body. Don't nobody know what it feels for you to get out of bed every day. Nobody know what it takes for you to sit up in a chair. You see how forward I'm sitting, right? Because y'all know I already got back issues. And I was just about saw him. Oof, I didn't know I had saw him that long. But yeah, and I sit down for so long, I can't even get up. I'm the big. My joints been got so stiff. But those cardios and stuff, they been helping me out some. Because I got to make sure this heart stay floating right. Yep. But that basically what I was just talking about today. Like I said, 23.5 million of people are living with autoimmune diseases. And some people don't even know what they are. Some people don't even know what autoimmune diseases are. Hey, welcome in. I see you connected with me. I saw what you had put on my comment. Welcome. Let's welcome Glenn to the chat. How you been doing? I think we already connect. It's good to see you. And thank you for joining my channel. I see you have a channel there too. I was looking at it, but I'm already connected with you some kind of way. But yeah, thank you. And I'm over here just talking about you doing great. Yeah, I'm hanging in there too. This is Wellness Wednesday, and I was just sharing about autoimmune awareness. You know, like there are 23.5 million of people is living with either diabetes, lupus, they got Crohn's diseases. IBS, different types of autoimmune disease will attack your cells and joints and organs. And, a lot of people, like when it comes down to IBS, a lot of people probably feel type of, not, I ain't saying embarrassed about it, but they probably feel a way. It's kind of personal because it's dealing with it's dealing when you go into the bathroom. And sometimes when mine start, I know I've been ate something I ain't got no business. And it'll have me cramped up. And see, I take medication for it. And some people probably feel embarrassed. They have to be at the bathroom all the time and stuff like that. But that's part of that, having that issue, because it messes with your intestines. So, yes, I've been doing pretty good. I've been hanging in there. It's been rough, but I've been hanging in there. Glenn is new, y'all, so y'all can welcome Glenn to the chat. I know he wrote in my comments that he was new to my channel, and it's good to see him. And y'all make sure y'all check him out. Glenn, if you're still in the chat, just type Troopers, and your link will drop, and people can go and connect with you. And y'all can go over there and check out his channel. But I'm gonna finish reading this right here. Anything that I have read and talked about today was educational, for educational purposes only. Like I said, a lot of autoimmune disease, it does affect people's quality of life. Some people live longer than some don't. It all depends on the severe of the disease and how they get it treated. So with proper management in certain diseases, you can still have a normal life, but you gotta be able to take care of yourself. Gotta take care of yourself. So that's basically what I was sharing today. Next week, I'm gonna try to get down in the details about what is diabetes, what is lupus, because those are autoimmune diseases. Yes, Glenn. Let me give you some flowers. Glenn over here, I believe in giving people their flowers. So these flowers are for you. I believe in giving people their flowers while they're here, because, like I said, when you come to my chat, you get those flowers. You get those flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers. So let's see what Glenn been up to on his channel, and have he done anything today. And I'm gonna put his link in the chat if any of y'all want to connect with him. Okay, I'm just seeing something what his channel is mostly about. We'll go to his about page. His channel is Glenn. So I'm trying to see. He be posting some shorts and different stuff. But I'm sure if y'all leave him a comment, he will join back with y'all. And thanks to the ones that have connected with me lately, because I've been getting a couple of new people coming over. They be in my comments and sharing, leaving genuine comments and stuff. But yeah, Glenn be doing some shorts and he be posting stuff. So if y'all want to check him out, y'all can. Like they always say, look at a video and leave a genuine comment. That's how, I think the connections stick that way. I'm trying to copy his channel and put the link in there. Some kind of way they ain't let me do it. But if you're in the chat, Glenn, just type Troopers and people can connect with you. But anyway, I'm about to get on off of here. I'm gonna eat the rest of my leftovers. So we got 2 more days on the egg challenge. I'm just trying to see what everybody been doing today. I'm trying to see what's anybody live. Oh boy. Kenneth, it is still snowing where you at? Oh, okay. I see Frank shared something about Barbara Christina. She was a pretty little girl too. And it's sad. It's sad that happened to her. But she's with her mom. And I know Bobby Brown been going through it because he lost a son and everything. Frank, I just went to your video you shared about Barbara Christina. And I see you been sharing those scores for the basketball. But anyway, I'm gonna got a few more minutes in here, and I'm gonna call it a night. And I enjoyed everybody for coming over. Like I said, autoimmune disease is something that affect your healthy cells. It can affect your joints, your muscles, your stomach. It affects organs in your body. And if you don't get it treated, if you don't get these immune diseases treated, it can lead up to fatal situations. Like you might have to take further treatment and very severe treatments on different things. If you have like swelling on your glands, fatigue, gastrointestinal issues, muscle pain, fever, skin condition, like rashes and different stuff like that, because it bothers your joints, your muscles, your skin, blood vessels, digestive system. It'll mess with your endocrine system and your nervous system. So it affects different parts of your body. Different parts of your body. Let's see, tomorrow I do another day of cardio. I'll probably come live and do that and talk a little bit. I gotta boil me some more eggs. I had boiled some last. Well, I boiled a couple of last night. I'm gonna have to boil because we got 2 more days on that. I gotta get with Miss Key and see what we're gonna do after the 30-day live thing. Get with her. I knew it wasn't gonna be long if I get a phone call. Hold on, y'all. You what? It does internet bill. I had bought her with the bill for the rest of the week. Move better to that. Move better to that. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Everyone Wellness and More. And happy Friday. Today I'm sharing that I have 20% off at my online boutique. You can find a link to my shop on my channel, or you But anyway, I was just showing some things that I be designing my shop. I got to put some more designs in there. But like I said, this is Women History Month. We got spring coming up. So I'm gonna have T-shirts. You can get your own logo, or you can go with some designs that I have. But this will end today's live. I just want to bring about the autoimmune disease and what it was about, and some of the symptoms and some of the things to look out for. But this is for educational, entertainment purposes only. I pray y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged. Thank y'all for joining. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye.